Well, hey there and how are you today? My name is Carla. I'm an adult doll collector and you are in my hangout, and I actually hadn't intended on making a video for a few days because I'm in the middle of a big project. I'm gonna give you a hint. So anyway, that's the hint on what I'm working on. I got some surprise mail. Yeah, I got this and the other one. So let's get them out of the boxes. All right, so I have them out of the boxes. Mercy, did I ever make getting into those boxes difficult? And so they're wrapped in tissue. So let's take the tissue off the first one. And I'm going to put this right out there is I am not remotely looking forward to the wigs. I am anticipating disliking them, and I am fully planning on rooting these dolls because I just can't stand the idea of I'm not doing the wigs. But anyway, oh, here's the first kit. Here's kit 5. So this is probably kit 4 then. There we go, and here's kit 4. There we go. So it's deluxe kit 4, Barbie signature. You create Barbie basics. Now I actually like the neutral palette. I do. I like the colors. I find it enjoyable. But you know, that's me. However, I can understand why some people would not be crazy about them. You know, I'm just maybe because I'm old. I'm a fuddy-duddy. At any rate, though, enough of that. So, okay, there's Velcro back here. Okay, so we're going to see it opens up. All right. Yep. Okay. All right. All right. I haven't watched any unboxings on these, so this will all be fresh. So here's the one side: customize, personalize, play in even more ways. And then on this side, it has your confident and neutrals. And like I said, I like the neutrals. Here's, you know, telling you how to do the Barbies. So, yeah. And so this comes with a certificate of authenticity. It's a black label. I'm one of the goobers who saves these for no particularly good reason. Okay, so when we open it up, we see we have, there's me. Hi. Yep, in my blue shirt. Anyway, let's ignore those. So anyway, we have the 3 areas where the dolls are. And again, they have the several drawers for their accessories. Now, this set is created by Carlisle Nuera, I believe is the way the name is pronounced. And the 3 face molds are Waldorf, Reed, and Stoyan. Now, I am not entirely sure which is which. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and tell me which one is which when you see this video. So let's take off the first one. Okay, and the first one looks like she's on a petite. I think this is going to be the petite. And she will come with the stand. And then we have the tall. Okay. And Cher. I mean, standard. She looks like Cher. Let's just, you know, yeah. So, okay. I'm going to get these out of the box and I'll be right back. All right, so we have the made-to-move bodies where they all come with this peg so you can remove the heads nice and easy. And I admit I like that. And they have 22 points of articulation, which I do also really like. So we have the tall, the standard, and the petite. We've seen the bodies before, but now let's take a look. Let's get some of the packaging stuff off. And so here's the first face. Now, I know some people weren't liking what the faces were looking like, and I know her eyes are a little, the pupils are a little bit big, but you know, a bit of a repaint there can fix that. But I do think the shade, I do think they're quite pretty though. And of course, the ears are ready for earrings. And yeah, she'll look much better when she has permanent hair. But I think it's a pretty face. I do. I actually the eyes look quite liquid. They don't. I like that they don't look. Um, they don't actually look cartoonish though to me. They look nice. They look nice. So here's Cher. I don't know if any of us are gonna not call this doll Cher because she looks like Cher. Now I think this was a doll that was this might be the one that had in the previous setup. Oh gosh, I think it's that face mold. And if it is, I know it didn't. We'll see how I do with this one, but I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that face mold. At least not as much a fan as I am of others, but she's kind of she's kind of pretty. I like that she has very, very dark eyes, so that's nice. We'll see what we can do for her, right? And then the third face mold is this one. She's got the gold eye makeup. Still got packaging stuff on her though. There we go. And she's got the black eyes. Okay. Well, now it's time to look at what's in these boxes. All right, so the first box I opened up is from the top, and we've got the wigs. So let's take a look at them. This will probably be the only time I use them. So, okay, so here's this wig. It's got a net on it, which I suppose helped. Um, okay, there we go. Okay, okay, the hair quality does not feel very nice. If I got a doll with this hair, I would not sit there and say, "Oh, she's got soft hair." I would not say that about this one. I am, yeah, it's a wig. So let's try it on a doll and see how it works. And we'll try it on Cher again. Let's see. I know if you pull them forward, they can look better. You gotta pull them forward and kind of really pull the things down, and can look a little less wiggy, but yeah, I like the concept of the all the curls and everything, and the blend of colors, but I don't like this particular wig. Um, but yeah, so we have this one. The colors are nice enough, but again, it looks, wow, this looks very, just out of the thing, it looks very wig-like. Wow. Okay, the hairstyle is kind of neat. All right, I'm gonna try it on her again. You know, let's see if we can get an idea of the different, if one wig can do it for her. So, okay, nope, that wig, let's see. Nope, there's this one, no matter what you do with it, I think maybe like that. It works a bit, looks a little less like you've put a wig on the doll, but except for this part here. Oh, I'd probably just put a hat on to hide the part. The colors, though, I like the colors. The colors are nice. This hair actually feels decent, feels softer, doesn't feel so coarse. This hair feels terrible. I mean, it feels like, yeah, no, it's unpleasant. But this one, not so bad. And I said the colors. I think she looks better in this one than the other one. Okay, let's check out the next wig. Really hate that first wig. I really do. I don't know if I'm ever going to want to even use it, like ever. I cannot stand touching it. Okay, now we have, oh, here we go. Okay, so this one, um, it's like what, Velma? Just need Scooby-Doo and we'll be all set. Did I say that out loud? I did. Okay, I mean, it's kind of neat that they've given us a short wig. So let's see how she looks with a short wig. All right, this wig is okay, but it very, very doesn't want to stay put. So, all right, so we have one usable wig out of all those. Okay, definitely won't. I'll probably, I still have my other wigs, so I'll probably use those more than these because, yeah, it's a thing. Let's check out the next one. Over here, this feels soft. Couple packages. So we have some fashion in that bag, and I'm guessing we have fashions in this bag. There we go. Okay. Now this one, I wasn't sure how it's going. Okay, so they have the tops in one, and I guess bottoms in another. So this pleather coat, I like the concept of it. I do not like the white trim like that on it. I think it gives it more of a like a high school sewing project look. So I will probably take a pen and paint these lines of brown because I really don't like the white. But the style of the jacket I like. I like it quite well. So it does have the Velcro, and I mean, looks good inside, you know. Has elastic so I can fit several of the dolls, which is good, you know, it's a good thing. So I like the coat, I like the style. I just don't like that white trim. And then we have this top and the print that's now, like I keep saying, but I'll say it again. I don't mind the print as long as it's in small amounts. I would not want an entire outfit of the print like they did to that poor Ken. But, you know, in pieces, I can live with it. It's, you know, I don't hate it. So on this top, it Velcros in the back, at the top and the back of it. And then we have this, which is a bodice top. Oh, oh, there we go. Yeah, and it Velcros in the back once I take the covering, the protective covering off. There we go. Now it will Velcro in the back. There. Okay. All right. Oh, and this set also has that controversial skirt. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, let's start on the skirt. Okay, so we have this skirt. And if it was white, it would I'd definitely be thinking Sex in the City, you know, Carrie wearing that white skirt in the beginning. Um, it has, so we have this layer of tulle, which is one shade. Then we have a darker brown shade. Actually, we have one, three layers of tulle. And then you have this under part here. So you're not getting any actual nudity there. And you tie it, and it ties closed. So, and the ribbon's kind of pretty. Now, I think I'm prepared to like this, okay? I'm anticipating liking it. So we will see. So, but it's definitely wide. So, okay. Then we have the pleather pants. And again, I like the idea of the pants, but I just don't like this white sewing trim. Guess they just pull on. So I don't know how that's going to fit on a curvy. It's got some elastic give, but oh well, okay, we will see. But you do have the sewn on details there, and they're flared and open at the sides. And they look like they're finished pretty well. So okay. And then you have the skirt. I made that set of clothes I made is like pretty much the exact same fabric as this. Isn't that something? Wow. Okay. So anyway, though, so in this one, okay, so you just pull it on. So I think this could be a skirt or a dress. It looked like. So okay, all right, I'll live with that. Then here's the next one. What's this one going to have? This is probably going to have all the other little accessories, right? So they gave us this purse, which is okay. It does open. It's an interesting looking purse. All right. They gave us this pair of sunglasses, kind of cat eye, and yep, right. I like them all right. I like that you could see through them. They gave us a single pair of earrings, although I like the earrings for this, so, And then we have these slouchy boots. They're actually plastic, but they do have the split in the back, so I think all the doll sizes can fit these boots. I'm not sure how I feel about the boots yet. But they are interesting, and they do have some painted detail. All right. Then we have these shoes. That's kind of neat looking. Kind of interesting. Another pair, I'm not sure yet. They're very definitely mod. They'd be good for like the petite, to bring her up a few inches for sure, right? My goodness. All right. And then we have these these little flats. So, yeah. Again, I think some painted details would do a lot for these, but that's okay. And let's open up the last package. It has the stands and things, but I'll double check. And I was right. It's the stands. So, I'm not going to put the clothes and things on these dolls yet. I want to open up the other box. Be right back. All right, and now we have the Deluxe Kit 005. Once again, it's all black and everything. It's 18 inches long, and it has a picture of the dolls on the back. And I'm more interested in seeing the dolls inside the box. So, let's open it up. Go. Okay. So on this side of the box, we have a picture of these three dolls. Okay, and this set is also made by Carlisle Nuera, and the three face molds are Rose, Min, and Lizette. All right, so we have this, and this shows us about the dolls. Just the basic stuff. And so in this kit, it looks like we have a tall, a petite, and a curvy. Okay. And again, certificate of authenticity, black label. Now we're going to open these up. Looks like the first one's trying to get out desperately. All right, here they are, waiting to get out. So let me break them out for you. All right, so I have them out, and let's take a look at their faces. Oh, here's the first face. I'm not sure who that is, if that's Rose or Lizette. I mean, I know who it isn't, but she has the gold eye paint and the freckles. Kind of cute, right? Now this one I'm pretty sure is Min. Three little freckles there, right? I'm really anxious to get some hair on these dolls. And then here's the last one. Oh, she's pretty. But they're, I think her makeup does look a little unblended, but I would imagine that wouldn't be that hard to fix if you just kind of took some acetone and got rid of some of that, and then, I bet that could be fixed. That shouldn't be that difficult, but she's got these pretty brown eyes. I do like the details in her eyes. Let's double check her. Yep. She has the little lights there. And then we have the blue-eyed gal with the side eye. So, I really like a side eye. Let's, well, we'll check everything out, and then we'll see how we feel about everything. All right, so they don't seem to have bobblehead, which that much I like. All right, so this wig, every picture I've seen of this wig, it looks like a bad wig. Like, like someone got it at the dollar store or something kind of wig. It's got a really, in the pictures, it looks pretty, like the fit is just awful. Let's see if we can make it work. Or at least temporarily, right? So let's see. All right, so we put this on her. I'm really pushing down on it and kind of pulling it forward. But looks better than it does in the pictures. But the hair texture, not too bad. Not too bad. It's actually soft. It isn't like that one wig from, but yeah. I think they'll look better with rooted hair though. But it's exciting for me that I can go ahead and root their hair and kind of have fun with the colors. So for me, this is still a win because I get to use my imagination and have fun. But it doesn't look horrible. I thought it was going to look worse. Okay, so we got that one. Let's try this really long one. So this hair feels pretty soft. So you've got the lighter hair in the front. So it's cut straight across the bottom. Okay. Oh, right. Now let's try this on her. Okay. From the front, it definitely looks like a wig. What about if we pull it to the side? I know on the other set, the positioning of them seemed to help a little bit. Let's see. And again, I'm trying to kind of pull it forward down on her. Push down on it. Well, that seems to help it a bit. Okay, so it isn't as horrible as, you know. So far, two of the three wigs are workable for tonight, at any rate. So, yeah, okay, I can live with this one. Now let's check this one. And it's another short wig. I like the concept of the short wigs. Let's see how it goes. The color is kind of pretty. I do like the color. Oh, feel like we're going to 1970s. All right, so let's try this wig on her. All right, so it goes on. Doesn't look horrible with the in the front, but there's a lot of hair, so it does look kind of. Okay, again, let's try it on this. Let's tilt it a bit and see how it goes. Oh, okay. Well, now she's kind of looks like a Clairol girl, which isn't a bad thing. Okay. At least on this set, the three wigs are more usable. So, okay, I can live with that. That actually isn't bad. It looks better in person than it is showing on camera. So, okay. Let's take a look at the next box. All right, I'll start with the tops. So the first one is this top. Um, Looks like it's a very versatile top. You can do a lot of different things with it. So it might be fun to toy around with and see how it works. You know, see all the different ways of using it. Kind of feel like this got sewn on backwards though, because this is very definitely the front, but this is very definitely the underside of the top. So, but oh well, we'll see. We'll see. I like the color though. I do. I like the color. It's stretchy material. Okay, and then we have this little top, which is, you know, it's a sports top. So it's okay. Oh, we have an athletic body, don't we? We have athletic, petite, and curvy. Oh, good. Okay, I was hoping for an athletic body. All right. So anyway, yeah, it's okay. Um, I think it's a little boring. Yeah, but you know, I can't get everything. And then this top. Now, I actually like this material for one thing, although I wasn't. So this top like that, I guess you can make it into like a shirt dress or all kinds of things. And I'll probably actually have fun trying to figure out all the different things you can do with it. So it does have, you know, the stretchy bit here, and it velcros in the front, of course. So, and here's the inside. So, yeah, I could see liking this. And then we have a longer skirt with a side slit in that pattern. So now that's a lot of material with the pattern, but I mean, it can work. It can work. But yeah, it's stretchy. And then we have the leggings. I'm really, I don't complain about the fashions on a lot of these things very often. I don't know if you guys realize that, but this set, no, I'm sorry, but no, a workout set is not something. I want things that can make them look like they've gone out somewhere, and mine would stay home in this. I'm not going to the store or anything like that because I'm a little bit more, I just no. Mm-mm. Sorry. Then we have these shorts, and they look kind of cool. So, yeah, the shorts, they look fun. And here's the belt. So the belt looks pretty neat. It's long, and so it's wide enough so you can use it on, all three kinds of dolls, which is a good thing. And my fingers tend to get sore, and I have a hard time with small details, and I did not have any trouble just now doing this. So for those of you others out there like me, and I know that you are out there, this belt isn't horrible at all, just so you know. All right, let's check out, this will be the accessories then. Yep. So we have this bag. It's a neat looking bag. It's supposed to look like it has a pearl handle. Yeah, it's all right. It's hard, but it's okay. Now, I do like the earrings. I like these earrings actually quite a bit. So that's a nice surprise. Right. So the earrings are all right. We have these glasses, and the glasses are okay. I'm not big on glasses. I mean, I wear them, but I'm not, but I'm glad that they make them. Oh dear. Okay. Sorry. Okay, we have this boot. Looks better in the pictures than it does in person, because in the pictures, these look more white or cream color, but they're actually the same they're actually more of a peach color. And that heel, look at that heel. Doink, doink, doink. They're like this, they're the color of flesh. And yeah, I do not like the color. Yeah, okay. Definitely not a win. So now we do have these shoes. Now I think this is kind of a neat thing. And painted the buckles. It would definitely have some promise. So, but at least they look kind of fun. And it's a style that I haven't seen before. And then last we have these. And okay, so these are some kind of flat sandals, and they do have painted buckles. Alrighty. And I like these. Okay, so I like some of the stuff, and I dislike others. Really hating these. Sorry, I really hate these. Yeah, that's pretty much the color that I'm looking at. Just not, well, no, it's a little more pink. Yeah, okay. Well, now we have everything out of the boxes, except for the stands, because those are stands. I am now going to, we're going to take a closer look at everything. So, be right back. Hi. Sorry to interrupt the video, but I would just like to remind you that if you like what I'm doing and you want to see more content, it really helps if you hit the like button. And I think it's somewhere in here. And there is now a hype button. And if you could hit that, that helps tremendously. And of course, subscribing is always great too. But definitely, yeah, like and hype. That would be awesome. All right, back to the video. All right, well, that brings me to the end of this video, and I do thank you for joining me. Well, we got to take a look at the new Barbie You Create Barbie Basics Kits 4 and 5. So each kit came with 3 different bodies and 3 heads and 3 wigs, 3 outfits, only 1 set of accessories per kit. However, I borrowed Mattel accessories because I'm making a guess that most people, if they're going to buy one of these, they probably have other dolls and so other doll jewelry. So I grabbed stuff that people might, that others might have on hand. So there isn't anything rare here. I didn't grab a lot though. I didn't even use this wig because it just doesn't stay on. So there's no point. And this wig because I absolutely loathe it. Like I said, the colors, the idea of it is really nice, but this particular wig itself is horrible. The texture is just awful. Just really, really, really bad. So, yeah, I just couldn't. I didn't want to put any effort into it because it's just, like I said, the hair texture itself is just blah. So I borrowed wigs from the first set. So I borrowed this wig and I borrowed the blonde wig. But otherwise, though, I did make do with the other wigs that came with the sets because, today was about trying to showcase the sets themselves. So I stayed with the clothes that came with each set and everything. I did borrow the belt a bit. I think that's it. But I kept the shoes and everything else with where they belong. So, Now, I actually like this girl with these blue eyes with a dark skin. I think she can be striking. I did make it look like this shirt was tucked into this, and I really like this outfit. I do. I actually really like it quite a bit. I love her outfit, and, I don't know, maybe it's on the curvy or something, but, the side eye is kind of working for her, honestly. I'm so about petite dolls that, I'm just, I'll be rebotting them around and everything. So, but I do like their faces. The wigs, even though I found a way of making them work, are they going to be a permanent thing? No, they are not. But anyway, I did like this outfit a lot. And I like this outfit. I liked her outfit. So these two I enjoyed quite a bit. I also actually quite liked her outfit. However, I had to pin the pants on the back because otherwise they're just too baggy. So, yeah. It's okay. I like the blouse and everything. And, the boots on this girl, those boots, yeah. Maybe if I repaint them or something, I don't know. I'll try to figure something out. I don't like to waste anything, but yeah, there are certainly things I like better than others. But I do, yeah, like I said, and I like a lot of the pieces because I like the neutrals. And this top is kind of fun. There are a lot of ways of styling it, so I tried to go with this for her. Like I said, I really like this skirt quite a bit. Yeah, I love it. And I thought it'd be perfect with the little ballet kind of plaits. So, yeah. Um, the faces, I do quite like the faces. I like the variety, I know, and they aren't perfect. I know, and for the price point, they probably should be more perfect, but, um, I came into this though in 2021, okay, and, the higher standards that a lot of you are used to, I never got to experience. And so I've only known Mattel standards the way they are now. And so that's the only thing I can judge you by. So bear with me on that. And so for my experience, I'm good with this. So, I like, and, I wish they hadn't given us two petites. I would have liked like maybe another athletic or another, I don't know, an athletic or a standard would have actually been mint. I would have liked either of those, but, just one and one petite, but it's, it is what it is. But, yeah, I like them though. They're, they're a nice addition to mine. And, when you get the whole thing together, all the wardrobe that came with all the dolls and stuff, it's probably going to be quite something to see. I intend to find out and mix and match and everything, because I think there are a lot of fun things in there, and I'm gotta fix that white stuff. So anyway, so some of these things need to be used up a bit, and once they are, I'll like them even more. And they need to get hair. I'll like them better with hair as well. So, yeah. I'm kind of on the fence on what colors I'm going to do the hair. I'm probably going to do mostly my own thing. However, if any of you have one of the faces that you think in particular would look great with a certain kind of hair color combination or something, go ahead and let me know. Because, I will read the comments, and I am very likely to take it into consideration, because I'm not entirely sure at this point what I want to do with them. So everything is open at this time. But, and I don't mind her makeup like that. I know at one point that actually was a look. I remember that point. Yeah. So I don't mind it so much. It's growing on me. Like I said, in her side, she's actually fun. I don't mind her at all. Yeah, like I said, the blue eyes hair and Cher. Well, I think she's more fun without the black hair. I think you can have her look a little more, less like Cher. So whatever I do with her, it won't be black hair, because we're not even going to be playing that. But these others, yeah, I just don't know. So anyway, but I do like them. Let's see, $100. Are they worth $100? Okay, well, you get 3 bodies and 3 faces. So when you figure Mattel charges about $25 per body. So you got $75 worth. The wigs, no, we're not even going to count the wigs in there. And they all have actual fabric fashions instead of the cheapo fashions printed on stuff that you get on with a lot of things. So, but that still falls into, um, hmm. Well, the skirt probably costs a little bit more, and the pleather set probably will cost a little bit more, so $100 though. I think a better price point for these would have been 75. I think would be a lot more fair. They're packaged beautifully. The boxes are really neat to open up, but, I think 75 would have been a better price point. Mattel, if you're listening, maybe take that into account, because a lot of us, we're not going to be using the wigs. I appreciate the different faces and the different bodies. I love that part. I do. I love the mix and match, that the heads are easy to take on and off. I love that a lot. I do. I think it's awesome. But the wigs are not the best things, you know. So, but anyway, but there are some cute things in here. Oh, and my shoes. I like those shoes quite a bit. Surprisingly, I like these shoes. And I even like the ballet shoes. So, yeah. These brown shoes are really loose. They just keep coming off. They're flimsy, so maybe they can be worked with. I still detest those boots. I will probably never ever use them after this video. And these slouchy boots, I'm on the fence about them. Maybe a little bit, once again, if I can gee them up, I might like them better. But it was still neat to get a few more pairs of shoes that I can use, because I'm always looking for that. And I love those earrings. I do. I actually really like those sets of earrings. I think those were fun. The purses were meh, you know, they're purses, you know. But yeah, so I'm glad I have them. But I do hope that by some miracle they'll go down to $75, but I don't think that's going to happen. The other sets did not go on sale. In fact, you've got to pay more for them now. So if you want them at all, you're going to have, you know, you're going to have to bite the bullet. But the previous sets were also $100 each. So I guess they're sticking with that. Okay, so now, if you like this video, please hit like. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much for being a subscriber. I love my subscribers. You make my day. And if you're not a subscriber, well, come on, become a subscriber. Have I mentioned how much I love my subscribers? They're amazing people. Comment down below if you take the time to comment. I will take the time to answer. It might take me a few days to get to it, but I do always get to it. If you ever have any questions, you know, where can I find kind of questions or something, I will very definitely try to find the answer for you, you know, if I can, okay, because I don't mind answering questions on that. Sharing is caring. Definitely, by all means, go ahead and share this video, because others might be curious about this new set. And I think that's it. So let's wrap it up, and I'm going to let you go. So no matter what time of day it is, whether it's morning, noon, or night, I do hope it's fantastic, because you deserve fantastic things. And I'm out of here, so goodbye.